Hi, it's Dr. Saab, and today I'm going to show you how to use the self-parking feature on this A-Class. If you own a car that has this letter P, that means you have the active parking assist, which means that this car can park itself. What you need to do first is drive, and you need to have about half a meter gap on the side that you actually want to park. So the left hand side, I'm keeping half a meter gap between my car and the other cars that are parked up. Then you need to indicate the side that you actually want to park. So I want to park on the left hand side. The front corner and back corner has to go past the cars and in between the space. The car will then calculate if it can park in that space. So now I'm just going to drive, keep half a meter gap between the cars, indicate left, and I'm just going to go past the space. And what I'm going to be looking for is an arrow. When I go past the space, the arrow will appear next to the letter P. Now the arrow appears and it's facing the left hand side, which means we can use the active parking assist. Now I just need to put the car into reverse. Now a message appears saying start parking assist. The message appears in the instrument cluster, and all I need to do to engage the active parking assist is click on the OK button on the steering wheel. Now I can let go of the steering wheel, and all I need to do is let the car steer itself. At this point, make sure you're observing your surroundings, because the car cannot see human beings or any animals or anything like that, any obstacles. Also, make sure your foot is over the brake just in case you have to stop the car. You do have to accelerate and brake. Now make sure you are watching the screen as well, because it will prompt you when you need to put the car into drive or reverse. Again, make sure you're controlling the accelerator and pedals, and then when the car prompts, put the car either in drive or reverse. Now the space I was using in this example is quite a tight space, so it normally doesn't take this long if it's a big space. Something to note is if you want to take control of the car, all you need to do is just grab the steering wheel. What you're going to do is wait for a beep. That beep just means that the car is now parked itself. All you need to do now is put the car into park, and then you can switch the car off. Now you can see the actual car parked up. You can see the space between the cars, on the curb, and it's pretty lined up okay. Now the system can actually get you out of the space as well. What you need to do first is indicate to the side that you actually want to exit. So I'm going to indicate right now. Now all I need to do is engage reverse gear, and then I just need to touch the accelerator pedal. It'll release the handbrake, and then a message should appear on the instrument cluster which says start park assist. And you can see the image looks like the car's going out, and you can see a little arrow going up. Again, all I need to do is follow the instructions on the instrument cluster. So I will accelerate, and I can see using the camera where the car's going to travel to, and the parking sensors will also go off if I'm getting too close. Again, the instrument cluster will tell me when to put the car into drive or reverse. It looks like I'm getting close to that car, so I think the parking sensors will go off. The car's getting close, so I can engage reverse gear. You can see the car will prompt you when to put the car into reverse. At any point, if I need to take control, all I need to do to cancel the system is just grab the steering wheel. That's all I need to do. And then the active parking assist will stop working. Now the car's telling me to put the car into drive. Again, I just need to be aware of my surroundings. The car cannot see people or objects. When you hear the beep, that means you can take control of the car, and the parking assist has stopped. The car will not be able to parallel park if there is a bend on the road. The car cannot see curbs, so it will go over the curb if the road is not straight. When you do use the auto park feature, make sure the cars you're going past are not parked on the curb, otherwise the car will just go over the curb. Sometimes the car thinks there is a space, but the system has not realized you've gone past some post or someone's driveway. Newer models have a different type of parking system. Check out the video at the top of this screen, or check out the description to see how that system works. Now I'm just going to show you again how the self-parking feature works. So go past the space, select reverse, click on OK, and now just let the car do the steering, and you need to just control the accelerating and the braking of the car. Look out for any pedestrians or any people or any objects. The car cannot see. The system uses sensors to measure the parking space. follow the prompts on the instrument cluster. And when you hear the beep, that means now you can take control of the car, and you just need to put the car into park and then you can switch the car off. The system is quite quick at parking itself when the space is quite a big gap between the cars. If the space is too big, then it's expected that you should be able to park the car. The car can only park itself between cars. Here are some shots and you can see that it's parked with plenty of distance. Also, it's not too close to the curb, but not too far away. And you can see it's still in line in the actual parking space, and it's lined up pretty well with the other cars. Now I'm just going to show you how to use the self-parking feature between cars when doing bay parking. So what you have to do is make sure the car goes past the space between two cars. A little arrow will appear by the P sign, and that is just indicating which way it can park itself. Now just put the car in reverse, and then on the instrument cluster it'll prompt you, do you want to use the self-parking feature, the active parking assist. Press the OK button on the steering wheel, then let go of the steering wheel and just accelerate and brake, and just take care for any pedestrians or any objects that the car cannot see, because the car is using the parking sensors only to self-park. The car has not got cameras and cannot see what's going on around it. You will get prompts on the instrument cluster to tell you when to put the car into drive, when to put the car into reverse, so just keep an eye on that as well. Obviously keep aware of your surroundings and other cars. Let me know in the comments, do you think you'll actually use this feature, or do you think you'll use it for parallel parking rather than bay parking? Again, it's telling me now to select reverse. You can see where the car's traveling to using the camera. Now, if you want to take control of the car, just grab the steering wheel. By grabbing the steering wheel, that will cancel the parking system. When the car has parked, just wait for a beep. That means now that you can take control of the car. Just put the car into park and then you can switch off the car. To tell you the truth, I don't use this for bay parking. I only use this system for parallel parking because it is much quicker. I usually use this system when I'm dropping off my daughter in the morning where I'm a bit tired. So sometimes the gaps can be a bit tight, so I just prefer to use this system and I like it. I think it's quite cool. My daughter loves it as well when she sees the car park itself. Now, a top tip, I'd recommend you practice using the system where a road is quite quiet so you can take your time and follow the steps. When you use the bay parking feature, I think it's sometimes hit and miss if it will get you out of the bay. Also, when you do parallel parking in between cars, if those cars are moved or they've left and different cars have parked, sometimes the car will not get you out of that parking space. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe as it really helps me out. Also comment if you have any suggestions or questions, and like this video. Thanks again for watching.